Welcome to Kat's Vegan Kitchen. Today we're making pesto. This incredible vegan recipe is rich in vitamin K and antioxidants. If you stick around to the end, I'll show you my favorite way to serve pesto, and I'll even show you a way to sneak in protein by adding tofu, even if you think you don't like tofu. Let's get started. We're going to use our food processor for this recipe. If you don't have a food processor, you can buy them at thrift stores really inexpensively. We're going to put in 3 cups of loosely packed basil. You're going to want it about that full. Then we're going to add in 3/4 cup of parsley. You don't even have to chop it because the food processor is going to do that for you. Now we're going to add in 3 cloves of garlic, about a 1/2 cup of pine nuts. If you don't have pine nuts, you can always use walnuts. About a 1/2 cup of vegan Parmesan. If you don't have vegan Parmesan, you can substitute nutritional yeast. You're gonna add in about 6 to 8 tablespoons of really good quality olive oil. And here's my secret. I add in about 1 to 2 tablespoons of plant-based butter. It makes it extra buttery. I'm gonna start by just pulsing my pesto till it starts to make a nice sauce. I pulsed it about 15 times, and now I'm just gonna turn on my food processor and let it do its magic. Oh my goodness, can you imagine? I almost forgot the salt. You need about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. If you forget like I did, you can add it in after you process it. I processed my pesto for about 2 minutes, scraping down the sides when I needed to. You want it to be pasty, not chunky. There's so many incredible ways to serve pesto. I'm gonna show you my favorite. Even if you don't like tofu, I challenge you to try this because I think you'll really like it. Okay, you're gonna take a block of firm tofu. You're gonna drain the water. You don't really need to press it, and I'll show you why. You're gonna take about half the block of tofu. You're gonna squeeze the water out of the tofu with your hands and put it in another bowl. Once you have your tofu squeezed in a bowl, you're gonna take about 2 tablespoons, maybe 3 tablespoons of pesto. You're gonna have to play with this a little, and you're gonna mix it in with your tofu. Tofu takes on the flavor of what you put in it, so I'm just gonna add a tiny little bit of salt, maybe about 1/4 teaspoon. You can also add in more pesto at this point if you want. Now to make my favorite dish. We're gonna take a little bit of bow tie pasta. We're gonna top it with a scoop of pesto that we just made. We're gonna add in some of our tofu. Mix it really well. Top it with some cherry tomatoes, and optionally top it with Parmesan cheese if you want, vegan Parmesan cheese. And that's my favorite way to eat pesto. You can add more or less pesto to your taste. If you like this recipe, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.